Hey everybody, welcome to my wreath workshop. This is Ashley Greenwood from Three Little Greenwoods Creations, and today we're going to be making some bows together. So come on in. I'm also going to be chatting with you about my brand new monthly membership that just opened, and I'm going to be talking all things about that. So come on in, let me know where you're watching from. Chances are, if you are watching right now, you are probably watching the replay either on Facebook, hey everybody on Facebook, or on my YouTube channel. So either way, just type in replay if you're watching it later. And if you're watching right now, tell me hi. Tell me, where are you in the world? I am in my home in South Carolina. I usually don't go live at this time of the day, but we do what we gotta do. And I'm getting ready to go out of town with my son. He is participating in a culinary competition. So we're going to be leaving tomorrow morning to have fun with that. Hello, East Texas on TikTok. Good morning. Good afternoon. Y'all, I'm used to going live in the morning. All right, let's talk about it. We're going to make two bows together. Two very different with lots of ribbon bows together. Hey, my friend Justin. Justin, can you believe I am live in the afternoon? It's not usually my thing, but I'm here talking about my wreath making membership, and I want to let everybody know about it in case they would love to join us in the group. You can find the link to join. If you are on Facebook, it is in the description of this video, okay? So you just go to the description, click the link, it's going to tell you all about it. If you are on TikTok, my famous and fabulous TikTok people, all you're going to do is go to my homepage, my TikTok homepage, click the link in the bio, and it will take you to the landing page where you can purchase to join. Hey, Cammy, thank you so much. He's so excited. So excited about a culinary competition. All right, let's get to it. So first, we need to talk about my inspiration ribbon. It's what I call my focal ribbon. This is the ribbon that I pull my colors out of, and this ribbon has got some wonderful colors in it. We've got yellow, hot pink, of course lavender. There's a really pretty baby blue in there. Super cute. Love, love, love. I'm gonna pair this with this 1.5 inch stripe that you can see I have used a lot of. I'm almost finished with this 50-yard roll of ribbon. It's one of my most favorites. Hey Connie, I'm so glad you're hanging out with me. And I'm also going to pair these two with this really pretty blue. It's just kind of a pale blue. It's perfect for Easter. It's gonna pull out the blues and the focal ribbon. So cute together. So let's get to it. This is an easy bow maker. Listen, I can't make bows by hand. I can't hold all the ribbon in between my fingers the whole time that I'm making. So if you are like me, get yourself an easy bow maker. This thing is magical. I love it. It's got a ruler on it. It's just the bomb. I use it every day in my Etsy shop. So the first layer that I'm going to put on the bottom is going to be this 1.5 inch plaid. Yes, it is wired. I only use wired. Like, I don't think I've ever used non-wired, but I probably have sometime. Hey, my friend Lori, come on in, friend. So 1.5 inch wired ribbon. We're going to use this on the bottom. I'm going to drop my roll on the floor in my laundry basket. I just have a laundry basket down there that, oh, drat. I just dropped the whole thing. I have a laundry basket down there to keep it all collected so it doesn't go rolling everywhere. Let me get my ribbon. Thank goodness I didn't fall over. That would be bad. Let's get to making. So this is going to be a sneak peek behind the scenes of what my monthly membership is going to be. So if you are interested in playing with artificial flowers, beautiful fun ribbon, I encourage you to find a teacher to help you learn quickly and fast. So, and I would love to be your teacher. Hey, my friend Misty, can you believe I'm on in the afternoon? It's like a shock to the system, isn't it? Easy Bow Maker. I'm going to take my ribbon and glide it down in between the dowels of my Easy Bow Maker. Now this is going to be a 10-inch round bow. Hey Tracy, I'm so glad you're on with me. Tracy is in my monthly membership. It's called Ashley's Wreath class membership, and it's gonna be just like, you know, when I taught kindergarten and we had fun playing with colors and we worked together to make wonderful things. It's gonna be just like that. All right, I'm measuring my first loop out to 5 inches because this is going to be a 10-inch round bow. Pushing it down with my thumbs is really important to compress that ribbon down. Hello, Suzanne. I am getting excited for you to be in my class too. Listen, Suzanne, I don't know if you're in the private group yet. I cannot remember. But if you need help getting in the private group, our private Facebook group for Ashley's Wreath class membership, please reach out to me, okay? It's really important that you get in there. Let's do another 5-inch loop over here. Pressing down just like this. And then I'm going to grab it at the base, twist it away from me until that ribbon is completely upside down. It does not matter if it is the same on both sides. You have to twist it because it'll make a beautiful bow. Mama Tass says, this is where she goes wrong. You don't squish the ribbon down before you twist. Oh girl, you gotta really compact it down. So here we go again. I'm going to compress the ribbon hard as I can. This is why I have no thumb nails. Now lift it up just a little bit and then I twist it away from me on the other side of the dowels. Hello, my friend Nancy. Let's do one more over here. Pushing that ribbon down. And I'm gonna cut my tail. So here's what we've got. Now, some wreath makers leave it all stacked up and they don't move their loops until they're finished. That's not me. I'm gonna move them now. So I'm going to take my thumb again, hold down at the base of the dowels, and gently tug these loops and tails to where they go. Suzanne, send me a private message here on Facebook and I'll send you the link, okay? All right, there we go. Look how pretty that is. I just pinwheel them out, just like that. Hello, my friend Tammy. Tammy, do your thing, okay? If anybody acts crazy, you know what to do for me. All right, now I'm gonna come in with my second ribbon, which is going to be this really pretty blue. Like, what would you call this blue, guys? It's not really a Tiffany's blue. It's not really a robin eggs blue. What would you call this blue? This is a really great ribbon. If you want the list of where I love to shop for ribbon, that is in the link in my profile. You can go check that out. Robin egg, aqua. I'm kind of like an aqua. It's kind of a light blue. Nancy says aqua as well. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna drop this down into the laundry basket. Now this is what we call canvas ribbon. It is just a solid ribbon. I love having a variety of solid colors on my ribbon racks so that I can pull it out. Lori says, beautiful. It is really pretty, isn't it, Lori? I bet you got this. I bet you got this in your stash, don't you, my friend? Peggy says, I've always tried to get the twist inside the dowels rather than beside. Maybe that is why it doesn't turn out consistently. I think you're right. Yeah, I just twist on the outside. Just keep watching, I'll show you again. All right, here we go. Doing our second layer. Wired ribbon aqua. I'm gonna come in. My tail's about 6 inches. I'm gonna take that ribbon in my thumbs and I'm going to push it down as hard as I can. Then I'm gonna come on my right hand side, grab it. I'm going to pinch it at the bottom on this side. I'm going to twist that ribbon completely over, even if it's the same on both sides, which it really is. Let's measure out some more 5-inch loops. Yes, ma'am? Okay. My children are home from school. She was letting me know she was going to ride her bike. All right, thumbs again. Pushing that ribbon down, compressing it. I'm going to twist it again on the other side to make my loop. Measure out 5 inches. Push that ribbon down. Twist it again. Notice I kind of lift it up a little bit as I twist. Just gives me room to put my fingers up underneath as I am working. Hello, Creek Road Designs. Good afternoon. I love having other makers on here with me. That is so awesome. I'm going to do one more on the other side. Guys, if you know of someone else that would love to learn about wreath making, playing with ribbons and florals, I would love for you to share this video with them. That would be a wonderful way to support my small business as I am growing. All right, I'm doing it again. I'm tugging my loops around to where I want them to be. Making sure that I keep pressure in the middle as I do that. I don't want to pull out what I've worked on. All right, so second layer. Isn't that pretty? I always love to match different colors and patterns. So I've got a solid with a plaid, and now we're going to come on top of it with our super cute Easter egg ribbon. Oh my goodness. Hello, my friend Faith. Welcome. You can catch me live now because you're done with school. I'm going live in the afternoon. All right, here we go. Down in my basket. Let's come on top. Now this time I'm going to get a little bit smaller, about an inch smaller. So instead of doing 4-inch, instead of doing 5-inch loops, I'm going to do 4-inch loops. And my tail's also going to get a little bit smaller as well. That will allow the ribbons underneath to get seen. Get down in between the dowels. Gonna make 1 4-inch loop. Now the Easy Bow Maker has a measurement, a ruler on here so that you can measure your things. Pushing it down, twist it over. Another 4-inch loop. Pushing it down. Gonna twist this ribbon completely over. Let me show you what that looks like, okay? Do you see the difference? How it is twisted completely upside down. That is what's gonna make a really pretty bow, okay? Gift of Home Decor on TikTok says she has the bow Dabra and you wish it has a measurement. Yeah, I know. I don't know why. I like this, but listen, this is all I have ever used. My grandmother gifted this to me when we moved into this house 15 years ago. So this is the only one I have ever used. If you have a bow Dabra, learn to use it. It's gonna be okay. But I understand about wishing that it had a ruler on it. That would be great. Okay, pushing it down. Here we go, twisting that ribbon over. That is a great idea, Tammy. Tammy says, just hot glue a ruler to it. I wonder if you could do that. You probably could. You probably could totally do that. Anybody have any suggestions? All right, I'm going to do a button loop on the top of all this goodness. A button loop is just one little loop. It's gonna sit in the middle. It's gonna look super cute, but it has to be a little bit smaller. So I went 5 inches, 4 inches, and now I'm gonna do a 2-inch button loop in the middle. So twist that ribbon over. Measure out about 2 inches. Listen, wreath making does not have to be complicated, and it does not have to be hard. I used to tell my children that I taught, we don't do perfect. Perfect is too hard. We do the best that we can, and we have fun. Thank you, my friend Justin. I'm getting out orders. Thought I would go live, chit chat with my friends, tell you guys about my membership that I just started that I would love for you to join. All right, here's what we got. Can you see that little baby loop right there? That's my little baby loop. It's gonna be a little button on the top of all of this goodness. Here's what it looks like on this side. Isn't that pretty? How pretty would this be on a little girl's Easter basket? Or wrapped around a bunny's, like a little decorative bunny's neck on your front porch? That would be so cute. Oh my gosh. Going to grab my bind wire. This is called bind wire. It's amazing. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. My friend Rachel told me all about it. I'm gonna grab my fancy wire cutters. They pop open. I'm still getting used to them. They do cut better than the $10 ones from Home Depot, but I don't know. I don't quite know if they're worth the price, but I am getting used to them. Here is my bind wire. I'm gonna grab me a zip tie. Someone says they love watching me make bows. Listen, if you love watching me make bows, then you really should think about joining the membership, because we're gonna be making lots of bows together, lots of different designs, wreaths, floral arrangements. I love the candlestick arrangements that everybody's making now, lantern swags. People often ask me to make cemetery arrangements. I would love to do that once a quarter, just to show you how I would put together a simple cemetery arrangement for you to drop into the urns. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Hello, my friend Lily. So all sorts of goodness that we're going to be making together. We already have a wonderful group of guys and ladies that are in the membership. I just got off a live with everyone. I wanted to walk them through the tools that I use in my wreath workshop so that they know the things that they're going to want to gather to work with. Nancy says she cannot wait. I'm so happy. Nancy, are you already in the private Facebook group? If you have joined, you should have gotten an email with a link to our private Facebook group. Okay, so I really want to make sure that you guys are in there. Oh yeah, I want to do a bouquet too, Tammy, because our second son, he has invited a girl to prom, and I am going to ask if I can make her bouquet, because here in the South, we don't just do wrist corsages anymore. They love like bouquets. So yeah, I really want to do that. Oh good, Nancy, I thought you were already in there. Nancy says she's already in the private Facebook group where we're going to host all of the tutorials. That's awesome. All right, we're twisting this together. Now you're going to notice, because I pulled my loops and my tails where I wanted them to be as I was working, there's not a whole lot of work to be done. I don't have to really pull and move everything around. It just needs a little bit of fluffing. So all I'm going to do is to come in with my fingers, give them a gentle pull, and wiggle my fingers back and forth, pulling everything all around, just like this. I want to make sure that the color is evenly distributed. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, that is the perfect Easter bow. Love it. Give me a heart if you love these colors for Easter. So pretty. Now, a lot of people buy bows from my Etsy shop and they just use them on pre-made wreaths, or they use them to decorate their mantle place or lanterns. That would be so cute. Okay, one order done. Now, next, we're gonna make a big one with a lot of ribbon. I love to mix and match all of my ribbons. I'm pulling it up on my iPad so I can make sure I get it right. And we are going to make that one together. Okay, so here's all of the colors. This is like an explosion of spring, okay? First, we have our daisy print. Next, we're going to add a yellow solid. Then we are going to add hot pink raised stitch. That's what that ribbon is called. The rickrack. And the polka dot. How pretty is that? That is going to be a fun bow. It's got 5 ribbons in it. Yeah, it's going to be a big one. Let's get started. So on the bottom layer is going to be my rickrack, and then I'm going to come in with my raised stitch and my polka dot and my solid, and then the daisy print is going to go on the top of it. So let's get to it. This is an order for a, where is that paper? Hold on, friends. I'm gonna make sure I make it the right way. 12-inch round, yep. These are my Etsy orders. I'm trying desperately to get out before we leave to go out of town. On the bottom, we're going to put this rickrack. Now, I really, really like this rickrack. This is very high quality ribbon. It is nice and thick. It has this like felt. The rickrack is felt. It is so nice to feel and play with. It's got a really good wire on it. It is a 2.5 wired ribbon, 2.5-inch wired ribbon. Teresa is asking, how do I choose the patterns? They always amaze how they go together. It's just fun. I just try to come up with like what all says summer. How can I, so the daisy ribbon is the focal point. I'm gonna put that on top. And I just wanted to choose colors that would coordinate with it, but would be very bright and very happy. So let's start on the bottom. I'm gonna put this ribbon down in between the dowels of my Easy Bow Maker, taking my thumbs, and I am going to compress this ribbon as much as I can. I am really smushing it down at the base of the dowels. Now I'm going to pinch it, twist it away from me until it is completely upside down. And she's a thick girl, so I gotta give her a little bit of extra maneuvering. So there you go, you can see. It's twisted completely upside down. This is a 12-inch bow, so we're gonna do 6-inch loops. Measuring it out. Compressing that ribbon down. Twisting it away from me until it is upside down. Gonna measure out 6 inches. And let's do it again. Compress it down. And I'm gonna go ahead and cut my tail. Because there is so many ribbons in here, I don't need to do a ton of ribbons, a ton of loops for each layer. So I'm just gonna like casually build it up. just a little bit at a time. I always cut on a diagonal and not a dovetail because this just makes me happy. It's just one cut and I'm done. So I'm gonna toss that down in my laundry basket. Let's move these tails and loops where we want them to be. Isn't that a pretty color? Oh my gosh. I think I got this from Craft Outlet, and I'm pretty sure they have a red, white, and blue version, which is adorable for patriotic holidays. Next, I'm going to come in with my hot pink raised stitch. Hello, Mary on Facebook. Welcome to the Wreath Workshop this afternoon. All right, let's take it, drop it down. I'm going to do the same pattern that I did. Measuring out my tail, smishing it down. Debbie, thank you so much for sharing this live with others. It really helps me to get this video out to other people. If you have a maker or a creator or an influencer or whatever they call themselves who you really enjoy watching, sharing their videos, giving them hearts, creating comments, really helps to push their channel out to more people. So make sure you do that, okay? Let's twist this upside down. Hello, my friend Melissa. Welcome. All right. 6-inch loop. Taking my thumbs, pushing it down. Thank you, Nancy. Twisting it away from me again. Making my loop just like that. Pushing down with my thumbs, and I'm going to cut the tail. Just like that. Again, I'm going to take the time to move everything around. Hello, Lisa. Welcome. All right, there we go. Ooh, that's a big bow. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. You love my tutorials. Thank you so much. Listen, if you love my tutorials, I want to invite you to join Ashley's Wreath class membership. I'm starting a monthly membership where we meet once a week and we get together, we make bows, we make wreaths, arrangements. I'm going to be doing a bouquet. I really want to do an outside planter for my front porch, so that would be so much fun if you guys came along and did that with me as well. Thank you, Gladys. Gladys says, I am such a good teacher. I appreciate you. Listen, I taught little people for a really long time. I taught with my friend Faith, who I believe is watching. So yeah, you can hear the teacher voice coming out, can't you? Check that out. Oh my goodness. I got this from Carolina Pottery, which is a store close to me. I really like it a lot. It's so much fun. Anytime I can add black and white, whether it's a polka dot or stripe, I love to add it. Coming in, I'm gonna do the same pattern. Crushing it down. Can you guys hear my son playing the guitar? He is just jamming away across the hall over there. I love how he is not afraid to try and learn new things, and you know, he's getting off his phone, he is learning how to do something different, and it just makes me so proud. Pressing it down. He's the one going to the culinary competition. Turning it over. and we will be going near where my oldest son goes to college. So of course, he is like, when are you coming into town? Because I'm hungry. What are you talking about? My friend Tammy talking about she's never Zoomed before. You've never been on a Zoom before, girl? We're gonna learn. We're gonna learn it together. All right. Pulling that this way, keeping that here. Notice I am keeping pressure down at the base of this dowel as I work, because I don't want any of this to pull loose or pop out. Let's pull this one this way. Pull that one that way. All right, so you can see that I have pulled all of the loops and the tails around so that you can see all of that color. This is a 12-inch.
Hey, Mama.
Hello, honey. I'm on a live. This is why I go live at 10 o'clock in the morning when they are either asleep or at school. Because this is what happens. All right. 4th ribbon. You have one of these that you've never used. You have an Easy Bow Maker you've never used, Samantha. Girl, you need to go. You're on TikTok. Go to my homepage on TikTok. Click that link and get the free bow tutorial. Now we're getting a visitor. You love hearing my children? Okay.
No. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Woo! Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh. You don't know how. You gotta learn how. It's awesome. Debbie says family first. Family first, y'all. Till you want to strangle them. Bless it. Suzanne says she loves hearing my children. I'm so glad. Okay. 4th layer. This is a solid yellow. I got it from Sam's. Some of the Sam's ribbon isn't all that great, but I really do like their solids. It is pretty thin, but I like it. I like to use it. Gift of Home Decor says this sounds like your house too. Yeah, for real. This time, as we make our tails and our loops, we're gonna get a little bit smaller, okay? Like 1 inch smaller. So my tail's gonna get a little bit smaller. Let's twist it over. Push, push, push as far down as you can. Samantha is asking, does the ribbon always have to have a wire in it? I say yes, because if you don't have wire in your ribbon, it is not gonna make a big loopy bow. It's gonna be droopy because it doesn't have anything to hold it up. So I say yes, but I have some really good wreath making friends that make beautiful designs with velvet ribbon that has no wire in it. It's just not my thing. I like big bows. They make me very happy. This time with this layer, we're going to do 2 loops on each side. Pushing it down. Notice I lift it up just a little bit so that I can get my fingers underneath. Pat says she needs to get the bow maker. I will come back in and drop you the link so you can purchase it. They have them on Amazon. They also have them at Deco Exchange. If you are familiar with that website, you can purchase it there as well. Okay. Gosh. Okay, someone is asking, do they use starch to make them stay that way? I don't know. I don't know, Samantha. I don't use starch. I don't even use starch to iron because ironing is not my thing. All right, let's pull these around. This is my 4th layer. Hello, June. welcome. Fourth layer. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my goodness. Love, love, love. Listen, if you want to learn how to make bows, how to play with ribbon, how to put the ribbon together, how to make wreaths, and all the other things, I would love for you to join my monthly membership that I just started. You can find the link for that. If you're on Facebook, it is in the link, is in the description of the video that you were watching, okay? Made it super easy. And if you are on TikTok, all you gotta do is go to my homepage and click the link in my profile, and it will take you to what we call a landing page. And at the very top is an image of me asking you to join the membership. Cindy, that is amazing. Cindy says she has worked in a florist for years and she ties bows by hand. I'm so jealous. Girl, listen, I had, with my first child, my first pregnancy, I swole up like a bullfrog. That's what we say it here in the South. I swole up unbelievably. And I got carpal tunnel in my hands. I couldn't like zip my zippers and all the stuff. It has gotten a lot better, but I still cannot hold all of this in my hands as I am working. I just couldn't do it. So that is amazing that you can do that. I wish I could, girl. Here's our focal ribbon, 1.5 inch. Yes, it's wired. I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna twist it in the air. I do this sometimes. Just gonna twist it just like that and then put it down in there. That tail is a little long. I'm gonna probably come back and fix it. Samantha says her hands are not that big. Yeah, my hands are not that big either, and they're not that strong. Again, I'm going to make this layer a little bit smaller. My loops are a little bit smaller. My tails are a little bit smaller. Let's push that down right there. Twist that ribbon over. Compress, compress, compress. You really have to use your thumbs and really push it. Samantha, you're from the South as well, so I bet you have heard my expression, swole up like a bullfrog. That's what my mama said. All right, compress it, twist it away from me. I'm gonna do one. Let me think about this. Okay. Push it down. I'm going to do 2 loops on one side and 3 loops on the other, and that's going to give me a really pretty little button loop in the middle. Someone on TikTok is asking, do I twist it before you start the next layer? I always twist it when I'm doing my loops, okay? Twist it. Margie says that she was a florist for 50 years and made all the bows, and you just bought an easy bow maker to try it out. I hope that you love it. Listen, it's easier on your hands. Most definitely. Pushing it down. All right, I'm gonna cut my tail. And then we're gonna talk about it. All right, so on this side, I have 3 loops. On this side, I only have 2. Hello, my friend Jill. I'm so glad you're hanging out with me. But I need to pull them around to where I want them to go because that's what makes me happy. So I'm gonna take my thumb, hold pressure at the base of the dowels, and gently tug them around. I usually pull one away from me, one towards me, and I leave one in the middle. All right, let's do the same thing over here. Let's pull this tail just like that. All right, Here's what it looks like. You can see there's 3 loops over here, 2 loops over here, and then the 2 tails. I'm going to cut my bind wire. Now, if you don't have bind wire, do not let it stop you from making beautiful things. Just get some pipe cleaners, okay? You don't have to have bind wire, but I do love it. I cut about a 16-inch length, and I'm going to take the bind wire and glide it underneath all of this goodness, underneath all of those loops. Grab myself a zip tie. These are my most favorite. Gonna glide the zip tie underneath all of these loops. Gonna get the buckle of my zip tie and pull it up, making sure that I am capturing the bind wire in between the zip tie and the ribbon loops. Because the bind wire is what my customer is going to use to put this bow wherever she wants. Tighten it about halfway down. Oh man, I didn't catch a tail. I gotta do it over again. I have one tail that did not get caught as I was pulling my zip tie up. So let's try it again. You gotta make sure you get everything caught up in there. So here we go. Underneath all of the loops and the ribbons. Gonna make sure to get all my tails pulled over. I've caught my bind wire in between my zip tie and my ribbon loops. Now I'm gonna tighten it up. All right, so here's what we have. Can you see that zip tie right there? My big old stack of ribbon. It's like a ribbon sandwich. That is a lot of ribbon. Holy moly. I put my hands on top of the dowels and I just pull it straight up, gently. Everything is really compressed in there, so they typically don't shift around. That's the reason for really compressing your ribbon in between the dowels. So I'm gonna pop it out. You can really see that bow sandwich, that ribbon sandwich right there. 4 fingers go on the bottom, thumb goes on the top. My zip tie is not in the middle and I need to shimmy it over without moving all of those twisties. So let's get the bind wire first. Just like that. I'm going to use the bind wire to gently tug this zip tie over. Just like that. I'm going to grab the tail, pull it gently towards the back. All right, so you can see the zip tie buckle is on the back along with the bind wire. The zip tie is pretty much in the middle, which makes me happy. This is going to be my button loop, so I'm going to put my thumb in the middle of it. And now I am gently and firmly going to zip tie this all down and in place without shifting it. Takes a little bit of practice, but you can do it. I'm just going to tighten it up as tight as I can get it. This is going to hold everything in place and make a beautiful big bow. On the back, I'm just going to give my bind wire 2 little twists. Now, ooh, that's so pretty. Just like that. Oh my goodness. I wonder where she's going to put this, because this is a big bow. I'm going to put my fingers in every one of these loops and fluff it up. Moving the color and the pattern around as I work. Everything's usually in the right place, but every once in a while, you gotta kind of tug some of these ribbon loops around. Remember to be gentle. You don't want to pull anything out. My daughter came to visit and she left the dog in here with me because she thought that would be funny. All right. Ooh, how pretty is that? Give me a heart if you love it. So, which one do you like the best? Easter or wow? So pretty. It's awesome. I'm going to let the dog out because she needs to get out. And we're going to make one more ribbon together. So, hold please. Come on, let's go. Let's make one more ribbon, one more bow together. Cami says she likes bow. Bertha says she loves the Easter. Faye says, wow. Yeah, it is really, really pretty, isn't it? Let's do one more together. How pretty is this? So I have a focal ribbon. This is my focal ribbon. It is watercolor flowers. Isn't this so pretty? We've got pinks, kind of a minty green, yellow, and black. Love it. I'm going to pair this with a yellow that has just a little bit of a pattern to it. I'm hoping you can see the little bit of white shot through. It's going to pair very nicely with that yellow. And then, because I love black and white ribbon, and this has black in it, I'm gonna add this cute little 5/8 ribbon on top. So let's get to making it. This is gonna be what I call a loopy bow. Lots of loops, very pretty. Gonna give it some long tails. So when we meet for my monthly membership, Ashley's Wreath class, we're going to do one live Zoom session a month. That way we get to see each other's faces and it's not just me talking the whole time. I really want to interact with my participants, with my members, and our very first makers meetup on Zoom is going to be a bow making session, and I cannot wait. We're going to have so much fun. They can make along with me, or they can just watch and then come back after we're finished and make the bows by themselves. Ooh, you just got the same ribbon, Missy. It is so pretty. Where did you get it from, Missy? I think my friend Audrey gave me that ribbon. I think she got it off of Amazon. I could be wrong, but I think she got it off of Amazon. All right, Easy Bow Maker, 12-inch tail. Down in the Easy Bow Maker. I'm gonna pull the tail towards the camera. You got it from Amazon too. I think that's where Audrey got it from. I'm gonna come back in very, very close to the dowels at the base. Take that ribbon and pinch it and then twist it away from me until it's completely upside down. Now, you may be thinking, why do we have to twist it if it's exactly the same? Because it is exactly the same. It makes a prettier bow. Just trust me. It makes a lovely bow when you twist it over. Down in between the dowels again. I'm gonna measure out 5 inches. Pushing it down with my thumbs. Twisting it away from me. Measuring out 5 inches. Guys, where would you decorate with these bows? I would love to know. Glenda says on Facebook, I make it look so easy. Just made one, but haven't gotten My turn ribbons completely right. Thank you for the videos. You're so welcome, Glenda. Listen, I would love for you to join our membership. We're going to be meeting once a week in a private Facebook group. We're going to be building our community together and just going to get creative. We have gotten away from just being creative for creative's sake. You know, we're always wanting to be entertained. We're on our computers and our phones a lot, me included. And it's nice just to put all of that aside and get to making. So I am encouraging everybody, stop the scroll and the mindless just scrolling, which we all do, and start making. Find something that you love. If it is wreath making, I would love to help you. But if it's painting or crocheting or woodworking, there are so many talented makers out there that can help you learn. So make this year your year to learn something new or to get better at what you already know. I would love to help. This ribbon is from Sam's. It's last year's ribbon, but they may have something really similar to it. I was a little underwhelmed with the ribbons from Sam's this year. I did not buy very many. I bought my fair share, but I didn't buy a ton. Let's move these loops around where they need to go. It's kind of like I make a little X. Making a little X with my ribbon, just like that. Yay, Cami says, I have already taught her so much and she's excited to continue to learn. Have you joined? You're in the group, right, Cami? I believe I saw your name. Are you in our private Facebook group yet? Because if you're not, you need to get in it. And if you can't figure out how to do that, send me a direct message, okay? Let's come in with our beautiful focal ribbon. "12-inch tail down in between." Someone is asking, do I do craft shows at all? No. Nope. I tried them when I first started selling, and it is so much work. The men and women that do craft fairs, I admire them because that is some work, y'all. Getting it all out there, getting it set up. Oh my gosh. I didn't sell a thing. It was not fun. And I only did it a couple of times and decided that was not for me. I only sell on the Etsy platform because people go to Etsy to search for the things that I make. They go to Etsy with their credit card in their hot little hand and they scroll around until they find something beautiful and they're ready to buy. So I only sell on the Etsy platform. Someone reached out to me today asking if I was going to teach on Etsy in my membership. That is not really the plan, but we are going to have open discussions about things, and if that is something that my members want to discuss, I'll be happy to do that with them. Someone is asking, what is my advice for a new wreath maker wanting to sell product? Which is the best way to do that? Etsy. It's the best way to do it, in my opinion. I would find someone that will help you learn how to do Etsy. And if you send me a direct message, I have a good friend who wrote an ebook that explains how to get started on Etsy, and I would love to share that with you. Yay, Cami. I thought that you were. I thought you were in the group already. I was just making sure. This is a sweet little buffalo check ribbon from Hobby Lobby. It is actually from their Christmas party gift trim, but I really think that they carry this year round. I think. You come in, down in between the dowels. This is just going to add a little bit of pop of just interest. So much fun. Jules says that she loves the idea of Etsy. Yeah. It is a great marketplace. I knew off the bat that I wanted to grow a business. So I really invested in learning how to use the platform. I went into it knowing that I wanted to figure it out and to learn how to sell on it and to make enough money so that I could quit my part-time preschool teaching position. So I went all in. I got a coach. I did what they told me to do. It took a while. I've been selling on Etsy for almost 5 years. Okay, this is not an overnight scheme. You're not going to get rich quick. But if you are diligent and you do the work, you will be successful. Lori is another fantastic wreath maker. She says same for her. She sells on Etsy. She has beautiful products in her Etsy shop. Hey Mom Creations. Go check her out. She did the same as me. I went into this as a business. This was not a hobby. This wasn't just me playing around. So yeah, I say go for it. Jules says she does gift baskets. Would that be a great platform to use? I am not sure about the gift baskets. You would need to do your own research to find out if gift baskets are a thing on Etsy and if people are actually searching for them and it is a profitable business. Okay, I would encourage you to do that. I love talking about business, y'all. It fills me up, makes me happy. Okay, let's check this out because I'm thinking I've been chit-chatting so much. Yeah. Do you see what I'm doing? I'm holding my loops up next to each other, and this one right here in my right hand is way bigger. So let's just redo that just real quickly. We want it doesn't have to be perfect, but we want them to be kind of the same size. All right, here we go. Let me see about this one, y'all. Hold on. Yeah, those are looking good. That's okay. You're very welcome. Dora says she is new here, but very impressed. You love this. I'm so glad that you're hanging out with us today. This is me. This is how I teach. This is how I talk and chit chat. So if you enjoy hanging out with me, you would love to join my membership. You can find the link on Facebook. It is in the description of the video. And if you're on TikTok, it's in the link in my profile. All right, one more. Let's do one more. Twisting that ribbon over. One more little loop. Making it a little bit smaller. Now, this ribbon right here will pop out of place in a skinny minute. So I'm going to be very careful with it so it doesn't pop out of place. Here we go. Put that down. All right, I'm going to put pressure in the middle and then tug my little loops where I want them to be. Notice there's 3 on this side, and there's only 2 on the other. You're welcome, Jules. Just like that. Okay. I'm gonna gently hold it up. Ooh. That black and white ribbon, y'all. I see all of the thumbs up on Facebook. Guys, what do you think on TikTok? Give me some hearts if you like it. All right, let's get us some bind wire. Remember, you don't have to use bind wire. You could just use pipe cleaners. It's the same thing. It works the same way. A zip tie. I'm going to take my zip tie and put it up under all of these loops very carefully. So I have a little bit of poking out of the bottom and a little bit poking out of the top. Take my zip tie and do the same thing, slide it up underneath. Making sure I catch the zip, making sure I catch the bind wire in between my zip tie and the ribbons. Gonna pull my tail up, tighten it down just so it's holding it into place, not too tight. Just like that. Love, love, love it. When I first started making, I tried to do this with floral wire and I could never get it to look like I wanted. So I moved to zip ties. Okay, let's pop this out. Hands go on the top, gently tug it up. Pull it out without moving anything. Guys, can you see that bow sandwich? That ribbon sandwich? I know it's kind of hard for you guys to see the camera angle. 4 fingers on the bottom, thumb on the top. First thing I'm going to do is make sure that my bind wire is even on both sides. Just like that. Okay, thumb on the top. I'm going to grab my tail and gently tug it to the back. One of these little loops is going to be my little button loop in the middle. Put my thumb in it. Now, what I'm doing is I'm holding on the back and I've got my thumb on the top and I'm just gently pressing it down. I'm just holding it together very gently. I am not crushing it so that my ribbons move out of their little ribbon sandwich. I'm just like pressing it together. I'm going to tighten it up as hard as I can do it. And that's what the back looks like. Cut that zip tie as close as I can. Twisting my bind wire. Listen, it doesn't have to be green. It can be purple, yellow, white. Nobody's going to see it because it's on the back. Give it a couple of twists. Oh. Pull my tails down. Just like that. Pull my little loopy loops where I want them to be. And that is adorable. Lori says she loves this yellow floral ribbon. Me too. A friend of mine gifted it to me because she had been watching me long enough to know how to choose ribbon, but she didn't want to make one on her own. I told her I could help her out. Her son came over and picked it up yesterday. Adorable. Love, love, love. Oh, Cammie, you are so kind. Cammie says that she's been in my workshops and they have taught her to have confidence in her design. Thank you, sweet friend. I appreciate you. All right, guys, I'm signing off for the day. We are leaving in the morning to go to Myrtle Beach for my son's culinary competition, so I will be there. I am going to try very hard to go live in the hotel room on Monday for Bow Making Monday. Number one, because I have got orders to get out, so I'm bringing ribbons with me. And number two, I really like hanging out with you guys. So thank you so much. I would love for you to come and join me in my monthly membership. We are going to have so much fun building a wreath making community together. If you have any questions about that, you could just direct message me either on Facebook or TikTok, and I will catch you guys later. I'm going to go see what the screaming teenager next door, what the heck she's doing, because she's like having a party. Like, oh my goodness. All right, guys, thanks so much. You guys have a great weekend, and I will catch you guys later. Bye, everyone.